What's up, guys? Back with another ranked draft. This time we're going to be doing core set 2019 because unfortunately that is all that's available to us right now. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump in. Okay, so the Luminous Bonds is really good. It's unconditional removal. It's premium removal. I mean, this card is just great. Plus we have the fancy full art shiny version of it. I really like being Boros in this specific format. I think it's very strong, especially in Best of One. And Luminous Bonds fits right in, so we're probably going to take that. Enigma Drake's really good if you are get enough instants and sorceries for that to matter. It's probably not something that happens in draft too often, so I mean, he's kind of medium. He's usually going to be like a 1-4 or a 2-4. Liliana's Contract, because there are not enough demons in this game, is just borderline just bad. And I could be wrong on that. Drawing 4 cards and losing 4 life is a powerful effect, but it's something I'm not going to play. Other cards to look at: Skymarch Bloodletter is really good. Vampire Neonate is also really good. And Rabid Bite's a good fight card, but I like Boros a lot, and I like Luminous Bonds, so we're going to go ahead and just take that. Okay, so here it's going to be a pretty easy Ajani's Pridemate. This card is really good, especially with some of the lifelink stuff you can cobble together just like incidentally. Incidental ways of gaining life, so this card's pretty solid. There's nothing else in the pack really for us. Spark Tongue Dragon is not great, and Inspired Charge is good, and I do want to end up with one of them, but I don't want to pick 2. So if we weren't red white, Aven Windmage is really good. I like that card, and Titanic Growth is good, but this pack's pretty weak overall. So we're gonna go ahead and take the Pridemate. All right, so here we're gonna get a pretty easy, actually, maybe it's not that easy. So cards I really like. Make a Stand is really good. It's a great combat trick. It's kind of like an overrun effect if you get a whole bunch of red and white 1 and 2 drops. It's a good way to push damage through. Rustwing Falcon is also really good though, and it kind of does exactly what we want to do in this deck, which is play a whole bunch of 1 and 2 drop creatures that either have evasion or just are dispendable, I guess. Make a Stand's probably strong enough that I think we're going to take that, though. I want to get one. I don't know that we'll get one later, so we'll just take it now. This pack, again, is pretty weak. The rare is not playable. Cards we can take. Revitalize is not great for our deck. We don't care about drawing a card. A 1-for-1 card draw, at least. And the gain life is only good if we get a bunch of Ajani's Pridemates. Havoc Devils is okay. 4 mana, 4/3 trample, especially if we're just gonna be turning things sideways and hopefully pumping the team is pretty reasonable. So we'll try to take that guy. Okay, here we get another rare that's not great in Magistrate Scepter. We're gonna try to win by turn 4 or turn 5, or at least have enough on the board where we can win by turn 4 or turn 5. So going slow and just doing this for 1 extra turn is not really great. Couple choices here. We can either take the Rustwing Falcon, which is probably the pick, Walksdown Linebreaker, which is also reasonable, or I do like having 1 Tectonic Rift. It kind of acts as a falter where no one else can block. So this is actually a reasonable card, and I've been playing it with success, but I think we take the Falcon here. And then we get Stone Cold Nothing. All right, so if we have to audible, green-white is not bad, and if we have to audible, Girapur Guide is pretty good. Black-white is also not bad, and Vampire Neonate pairs very well with Ajani's Pridemate. So I think I like that a little bit better than Girapur Guide. Yeah, we're going to take the Neonate. Trumpet Blast is kind of where we're going to be at here. I still want to try to make this Boros deck a thing. So we're going to take the Trumpet Blast. It's a great card. Pairs up well with Heroic Reinforcement and the Goblin that makes another Goblin. If we go black, then the pick would probably be Forsaken Sanctuary, because black-white traditionally has pretty rough mana requirements, but we're going to take the Trumpet Blast here and just really hope we can force Boros. Here we get either a Rustwing Falcon or an Onake Ogre. Probably just going to take the Falcon. Again, it's got evasion, and it's pretty much what I want to be doing. All right, so this is our initial pack back. I think Viashino Pyromancer is pretty strong. The red-white deck, you see me pass a couple of Stone Quarries now. I don't really like picking up too many of these because you just really want to be using your mana every turn, and taking a turn off to play a tap land is not really where you want to be. And also, we don't usually end up with too many double casting cost spells. So, I don't know. I like Pyromancer. We're playing a very aggressive deck. I think that's where we want to be. We're not going to play any of these cards. We'll just take the cancel for Vault Progress. Sure Strike is actually reasonable. Combat Tricks and Corset are always pretty good. So we'll take that guy. There might be a world where we play Revitalize if we end up with like 3 or 4 Ajani's Pridemates. Same thing, not going to play any of these. We'll take the Aegis, take the Oaken Form, and take the Frilled Sea Serpent because it does not matter. All right, so here we can either take an Ajani's Welcome, which pairs well with Pridemate, especially if we get more Pridemates. It's not likely that we get too many more. I mean, he is an uncommon, but if we don't take that, our choices are either Loxodon Linebreaker or Boggart Brute. Move a couple of these guys to the sideboard. I think that the upside to this is good enough where we can just take it. It's super dead late game, but early on, it's just really solid. Okay, so here we get either a Gallant Cavalry or a Trusty Pack Beast or an Onake Ogre, or we can do the completely irresponsible thing that I'm going to do and take the Chaos Wand, which in my opinion is a really sweet card. I like it a lot in Sealed. I don't know how good it's going to be in Draft, but being able to just remove all your opponent's stuff out of their deck and make them use their own cards against themselves is pretty strong. So I'm going to take it. I really like that card. It's kind of a pet card. I understand that it's probably not great, but I really like it. Here we're just going to take another Ajani's Pridemate. I think this is a pretty easy pick for us. Maybe we'll get back either the Diamond Mare or the Tormenting Voice. Okay, so this is just another easy Luminous Bonds. I don't think there's anything else that we would even consider. Mighty Leap again, if it comes back is good. Trusty Pack Beast is fine, but removal is removal. Here we can take, I do love me some Psychic Corrosion. Either Daybreak Champion or another Rustwing Falcon. I think with 2 Pridemates that life gain is good enough that we're probably just going to take the 2-drop over the flyer. So we'll take that guy. Here we get either a Hasty Hostile Minotaur or another Rustwing Falcon. I don't really like Inferno Hellion all that much. I've played it before. It's medium as far as Ball Lightnings go, but we'll take another Rustwing Falcon. And a 3rd Luminous Bonds. Okay. Yep. Card's great. Okay, so Invoke the Divine is actually a cool card. There are traditionally a lot of random good enchantments in core set drafts, and this kind of gives us a hedge to deal with a lot of things that we would normally only be able to deal with a sideboard because we're playing best of 1. So we're just going to go ahead and take this. We'll Prime main deck it. It gains life, so that's incidental for the Ajani's Pridemate, so I think it's fine. How many creatures do we have right now? We have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might take the Inspired Charge just because I want to end up with at least 1, especially with 3 Rustwing Falcons. So I'm going to take it now so that we don't accidentally not get one later. Here we can take the Pack Beast just as a random 3-drop. And then we'll take the Mighty Leap. And then we will take another Pack Beast as just a random 3-drop. And then none of this stuff matters, so we'll just grab some cards for the vault. Because there's no sideboard in this, there's no reason to take on-color bad cards. You know, we just take whatever. Okay, so here we have Scapeshift, which is a card that is not played in Standard. It's a card I don't really like to play in Modern. I don't have 4 of them, but I honestly don't really want to rear draft on Arena because there's just really no point in my opinion. Sky Scanner is really good. I really like this card a lot. However, there's also a Luminous Bonds in the pack, and I don't know that there's any amount of these that I wouldn't take. So I think we're just going to take the Luminous Bonds. Fiery Finish is also really good, but this costs 3, and we're way more white than red, so we'll take that card. I'm probably wrong with that. It's probably Sky Scanner, but I don't know, I really like that card. Here we can get a Gallant Cavalry or a Take Vengeance. I think with a Trumpet Blast and a Inspired Charge, I'd rather have the Cavalry because it creates more creatures, so we'll take that guy. Man, double Mythic pack, huh? This time I think we are going to take the Omniscience because there's nothing else here I really want to play. Act of Treason is fine, but we're so far away right now that we might not even play our red cards. Like, the red cards seem kind of medium. And Omniscience is a card I don't have 4 of. So there's a real benefit to that. Aviation Pioneer is pretty good, but it's not better than Starcrown Stag. I'm actually not married to red right now. We might end up being something else, but Starcrown Stag is pretty solid, so we'll take that card. I am now married to red. Heroic Reinforcements is exactly what we want. It's, in my opinion, the best card in this deck, and we get one. If we get back either the Leonin Vanguard or the Cavalry Drill Master, I would be happy, but I'm definitely stoked taking a Heroic Reinforcements. Here we're going to get probably the Oreskos Swiftclaw. Again, it's just 2-drop, early creature, beater, and that's exactly what we want to be doing. So we'll take that guy. Probably not playing any of these cards. Might play a second Trumpet Blast, maybe. So I think that's probably the pick just in case, but the rest of it's all poop. So good enough. Here we're going to take the Onake Ogre, just a 3-drop that attacks. It's got a good power. Power toughness ratio is pretty good for a 3-drop. And it's better than all these other cards. So we will just snap that off. Nothing good here. I think we'll take Crash Through. We might end up playing it just because it's at worst a 1-mana cycle. And at best it lets you force through damage. So it's probably fine. We'll take Act of Treason. It's the only on-color card, and we might play it. We're definitely not playing a second Crash Through. Take it for Vault. Same thing with Aviation Pioneer. Another Crash Through. Div. And a Mountain. Okay, so we've got to make some cuts here. I like playing 16 lands in these decks. I don't really feel like there's a need to play more than that. All right, so we can get rid of Havoc Devils because the mana requirement's kind of poopy. It's an easy cut. Got to cut 5 more cards, huh? How many creatures do we have? So we have 13 creatures, 14 if you count Heroic Reinforcements. So that's pretty healthy. Okay, so Act of Treason can go. Chaos One can go. It's such a pet card though. Like, I really want to play it just because I like playing it. All right, we can get rid of Mighty Leap. We can get rid of Crash. We can get rid of a Johnny's Welcome. And we can get rid of one of the Trumpet Blasts. Trumpet Blasts are Inspired Charge. I guess Inspired Charge is better, but Trumpet Blast is lower to the ground. So they both do the same thing. Well, theoretically the same thing, which is just push damage through. So I think when things are tied, you should just pick the thing that costs less. So in this case, we cut the Inspired Charge. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's probably fine. 4 Luminous Bonds is so strong. This leaves us with 3 overrun effects. We have Make a Stand and 2 Trumpet Blasts. Yeah, this is probably fine. All right. Let's see how we do. Farrell Marks. That's a sweet name. Okay, so we can play pretty much everything in the hand except for Starcrown Stag, and we're on the play. So we're going to definitely keep this hand. Start with Rustling Falcon. It's all we can cast, and it's what we want to be doing anyway. Well, that's not good for us. Okay. We'll play out this Daybreak Chaplain. God, Fountain of Renewal is going to be so bad. It's just so much incidental life gain. It's probably going to gain like 7 life with that card. And a wall of mist. Good lord, what is happening here? Okay. This guy just does not want to lose to the aggressive decks, does he? That's okay. We're going to be able to play a stag next turn, and that'll tap down his wall. Yep. Neonate's pretty strong. Let's push in. All right, we'll play stag. God, he's got fountain plus neonate. Like this is going to be a little bit of an uphill battle this game one. Okay. All right, we're going to tap down his wall. So we're probably just going to make him take 4 here. I don't know that we blow a combat trick on the neonate. All right, then we'll play a falcon. And I'm not going to play this plains out. There's nothing that costs 5 in our deck. And we can just play it next turn if we end up wanting to trumpet blast and sure strike in the same turn. So we actually have, so this is 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. We have 17 damage on the board if they go unblocked. Okay, so we'll play the plains out because we do another one. Tap down as well. Won the turn. He was going to drain us and gain us right here. Sure. Epicure is actually really good. We're probably going to have to waste a sure strike on that guy. Alright, I'm going to tap down his wall because I want him to block with Epicure so that we can kill it. Probably isn't going to block. If I were him, I wouldn't block. We're going to sure strike. Alright, we're going to play out Pack Beast. Alright, now it's getting to the point where we can probably Trumpet Blast. Push through the rest of the damage. That guy's good. That guy's real good. Oh, sweet. Okay. So, let me think. If we Heroic Reinforcements, and then we tap down his Vampire Sovereign, he gets to block here and here. He's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then next turn we Trumpet Blast and kill him. Or no, it's more than that because he goes block, block, 2, 4, 6, 8. No, it is 10. It's 10, but he loses his neonate. Or it's 11 and he keeps his neonate. And then as long as he doesn't have a Wrath on our turn, we should be able to win just by attacking with everything and then Trumpet Blasting. Baroque reinforcement is so strong. All right, if he doesn't have removal for the stag or a wrath, we're in really good shape. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we're still fine though. Okay, so we tap down his Vampire Sovereign. Yeah, we just go for it here. I don't think we necessarily have the win, but we're going to eat a lot of his board here. We hit him for 6 in the air, he gains a life and goes back to 6. Oh no, we do have him dead. Yeah, he's dead. Trumpet Blast. Burr, burr, burr. Cancel? Oh, that's not good. Alright, we're going to play another attacker. Alright, well he's at 3, he's at 4, he's going to be at virtual 5. We can make the attack again next turn. And we're so close. Lava Axe would be pretty sweet right now, but we're not playing any, unfortunately, so not really going to do us any good. Can't wish for cards that aren't in the deck. Actually, that is the best possible draw we could have there, I think. Tap down your Vampire Sovereign. Okay. All right, again, we might not have the win here just because he's got 4 blockers to our 4 ground pounders, but we're going to be able to cast, make it. Oh, no, we do. Nope, he can Vampire D8, he'll be at 1 life. But we get to eat a good hunk of his stuff. So we're going to eat his Neonate, we're going to eat his wall. Yeah, okay, this is, him blocking like this is great for us. Oh, cool. I guess he didn't know he could stay at 1. But I mean, if he doesn't have a Wrath, he's dead there anyway. All right. Let's go right into the next one. All right, so we go first and we have no white mana. So I think we have to mulligan this hand because there's only 1 card we can play. And unless we draw planes, we're in a pretty bad shape. Whereas this hand is much better. That can stay. I can actually go on the bottom. We need a red land. So I'm going to play Chaplain first because it lets us attack and then put a counter on Pridemate the turn we play him. Millstone, you say? Interesting. All right, so we're going to put Pridemate into play. We're going to make him big. Now, the cool thing about Lifelink and Sure Strike is that we can actually attack into something bigger and then use this as a combat trick to make our Johnny's Pridemate grow, which is pretty awesome. We might not even need it, though, because we're just having, like, the perfect curve out here. Mill us, huh? All right, and he's got to play something reasonable here. He's just dead next turn. Spider's not going to do it. All right. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. 9, 12. This is why heroic reinforcement is bananas. Oh, cool. I actually am playing limited this season, so look at us. We're ranking up. All right, let's go right into the next one. This hand is pretty sweet. We have both of our colors. We have a 2-drop, and we have a bunch of interactive stuff once we draw another land. Right, our opponent's in the tank about whether they're keeping their hand or not. All right, Swiftclaw it is. Now, if we could just draw a 3rd land, that would be awesome. Deck. Come on, deck. 3rd land. Gilmare's pretty good. Okay, I'd rather save... Let's just attack. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and Sure Strike. If I Luminous Bonds there, he ends up gaining 3 life. Which I guess is the same net impact as using Sure Strike, but... That guy's really good. Too bad he's bonds. For the next couple turns, we just get to bonds everything he played and just keep attacking. It's gonna be really funny. Five drop, you got it. Bonds. Oh, it's so good. He's got a lot of cards left in his hand, though. Three drop bonds. Oh, he's really excited about this one. Guess what? Bonds. Hello. Look at his board. His board's so good. All right, let's play Stag. No attack. I mean, I think he kind of just has to attack here, right? All right, so we're definitely just gonna blow him out with, or maybe not. Maybe we just let him trade and then play 2 creatures. Yeah, I think we just let him trade and then play 2 creatures. All right, and this make a stand plus Stag should make this lethal. You got all 4 Luminous Bonds in play. This is so insane. Sure. 5/4 for 5. Flying. Card's good. Ooh, that's aggressive. All right, so we're gonna play this guy, then this guy. Just get in with the Falcon. I don't want to blow make a stand until we can win with it. Last turn, if we attacked with everything, he was gonna block. We get to eat one of his creatures. He still keeps his two-headed zombie, and just not great for us. This way, as long as he doesn't play a blocker, we win next turn. And if he plays a blocker, we're still going to fire it off. So let's see if he... okay, yeah. Fine. Oh, now he's definitely dead. Let's see how he blocks. He has no cards in hand. We have perfect information. Yeah, he's dead either way. So we're just going to do make a stand. That dude was not prepared to beat the 4 Luminous Bonds deck. All right, guys, we're on a tear so far, 3-0. All right, this hand is great. Same thing, we get to start with Daybreak Chaplain and then play a Johnny's Pridemate to get some instant value out of it. Or playing the mirror, huh? We're not playing the mirror. Dude, if you want to waste a combat trick on my Rescuing Falcon, you are more than welcome to. He's got his own. Look at that. All right, we're just gonna get... I kind of want to play this Chaos Wand, because now if we draw a land, we get to start using all of his own removal spells against his creatures. All right, we'll block here and here. A good one. All right, let's play a 2/3. I feel like that inspired charge was a little bit of a waste. Like, I mean, it was a 2-for-1, but that card is so good later on in the game. All right, so we'll just turtle up until we hit another land. All right, cool. So we can use this instant speed to just grab his combat tricks, to do a whole bunch of stuff. Chaos Wand is, it's a pet card. Like, I love that card. Let's see if he attacks. All right, let's go ahead and hit him with a Chaos Wand. We're gonna use all of his instants and sorceries, then we don't need to worry about combat tricks. Oh, a murder, you don't say. Yeah, let's kill that guy. Sure. All right, so we have a good enough life total where we can afford to just play around with his deck for a second here. We'll cast Inspired Charge. All right, so 3, 4. We're not in great shape. And I don't think that he really has too much else in his deck. I think we're going to be able to get one more hit off it. Oh, that's not good. Dead? All right. Spin the wheel, see what happens. All right, so he has nothing. So that's not good for us. So we block here and take 4, 7, 9. And then we're super dead. Let me think. Yeah, we're dead. He got us. Got a little too distracted by the wand there. I probably should have just been playing out creatures. Can't wait for the comments in chat talking about how bad Chaos Wand is. You leave my wand alone, guys. Card's great. We're on the play. We have a Swift Claw. This is not great. I think we can do better. I think we're going to mulligan because we can't play any of these 3 cards. We can't play this one unless we draw 2 lands. Like, it's not good enough. This hand is actually fine. All right, so we get to go 2-drop, 3-drop, and then hopefully Heroic Reinforcement, Trumpet Blast win the game. They did a really good job with these cosmetics, making these cards look cool. I think they're neat. I know it's just kind of like just panning around, but I still think it's neat. Let's attack and see if he has some kind of a combat trick. Some kind of removal. Play a Pack Beast. They're 3 mana, 2/3. We're playing it because we need a creature. 3-bot honestly is pretty reasonable and limited. Okay. We will trade with either one of those creatures. It's fine. Play Primate. Anytime we want to get that 4th land, that would be great. Probably gonna tap out to make a big boy, right? Oh no, what is he doing here? I mean, if he doesn't block here, he's just dead. Titanic Growth. Okay, I think we're going to use a Trumpet Blast here, get a little bit more damage through here, make sure that guy... Oh, it makes him a... what am I doing? I thought it was going to be a 4. God, I'm dumb. 1 in the morning right now as I'm recording this. I can't sleep because the wife is super pregnant and very all over the place upstairs. What does this guy do? Oh, it doesn't matter what he does because he's dead. Okay, cool. Sweet mythic rare, bud. Cool, we'll get a bunch of gold. 4 and 1 currently. I'm telling you guys, Boros is the jam. so good in this format. We're playing against the Zeitgeist. Okay, this hand is sweet. We have a 1-drop, a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and an overrun effect. And we're on the play. Hopefully Chaos Wand is better to us this game than it was last game. I feel like Chaos Wand is good if you're slightly ahead or just at parity later game. Playing Pyromancer first because if he plays a 2-drop, I would rather trade with my Pyromancer than I would rather trade with my Pridemate. Pridemate's got more of an upside. Right, we're just going to play out another beater instead of the Chaos Wand. Especially because we got the bonds. We'll play a Drake here. Yep, there it is. All right. So it's a 0-4. I think we just attack into it. I want to try to set up a point where Make a Stand is going to be either lethal or super value. Bondsing a 0-4 isn't really where we want to be right now when we can use our mana to put more power onto the board. I mean, if he's playing Enigma Drake, that means he has a lot of targets for Chaos Wand too, so maybe it's not a bad idea to just put Chaos Wand into play. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. But there's no reason for him to play this Enigma Drake unless he has, like, you know, like 7 or 8 instants and sorceries in his deck. We just got to remember that when we cast it, it goes into his graveyard, which is going to end up pumping the Drake. So that's something to keep in mind. All right, we're currently in the tank. Gutter Snipe. Okay, I like it. And a shock. Okay. Probably gonna bonds the Drake here and attack. Yeah. So we're gonna bonds. Let's see, what does that do for me? Yeah, we have to bonds the Drake because otherwise, if we keep Chaos Wanding him, it's just gonna make his Drake bigger, and we're okay with trading with Gutter Snipe here. So if we draw land next turn, we get to Rustwing Falcon plus Chaos Wand. So that's exciting. There is something to be said about wanting to Chaos Wand in response to spells he's casting because he's probably playing some amount of like counter spells or negates. But I don't know how likely it's going to be that we hit that. I mean, he's playing at most like 1 or 2 counter spells, I would assume. I mean, maybe he's playing more. Who knows? I wouldn't play more than 1 or 2. So maybe it is worth doing it in response to spells or just at the end of his turn. He is in the tank, though. Cool. Snapping Drake, you got it. Oh, that's a bold move. Okay, cool. So we did draw it. So let's just go ahead and activate it. Let's see what we get. Oh, sleep is... sleep is really good. Sleep is really good. He's in trouble. All right, so he's going to bounce a Rustwing Falcon here. Yeah, because bouncing a Pyromancer is bad. But bouncing the Falcon isn't really much better. All right, let's hit him with a wand. Sure Strike, yeah. Let's cast that on the Falcon. And we'll recast our Falcon. All right, now he has to have another flyer or removal, or he's dead to our Rustwing Falcons. And then who knows what we're going to get off Chaos Wand. Could be anything. It's been pretty sweet for it so far. This game is proof why Chaos Wand is a tier 1 rare. I love that card so much. I did an M19 sealed league at Cloud City Games in Emmaus, and I had one tribal. I was playing Chaos Wand and the wand that turns things into 2/4 oxes. I can't remember the name of it, but that was so sweet. All right, so you're gonna active treason, my dudes. Does that kill me? So 2, 4, 5, 7, 10. Do you have a shock? He does not have a shock. That's close. A lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Silver tier 3. Look at this, guys. We're ranking up like crazy tonight. This is awesome. All right, cool. So we got a pack that will open at the end and a demotion. Cool. So we're 5-1. Just rattle off 2 more quick wins, and then I can take my old self to bed. We can recap the draft and open some packs. Cool. This hand is great. So we have a 2-drop and then a 3-drop if they don't play anything, and then we get to bonds a bunch of his creatures and just apply pressure with our early drops. All right, so we're gonna lead on Mountain. Let him know right ahead of time. Let Puma 187 know right up front what's going on. Oh, another Chaos Wand. All right, let's play the Pack Beast out. Line Breaker's good. All right. Let's see if he wants to trade. Does not want to trade. Interesting. Not good for him. If I were him, I would have traded there. I mean, yeah, you got to worry about combat tricks, but like combat tricks are always going to be there. And when you're playing against a red-white deck, you got to kind of preserve the life total a little bit. Like your 3-2, you're not the aggressive deck. So your 3-2 doesn't really matter that much. If you 1-for-1 trade with my trusty back beast or my Pyromancer, like it's fine. Okay, so that's why he didn't want to do it, because he wanted to make a 5-4. Okay, well, let's hit him with a wand, see what we get. A Disperse? That's so good. God, wand is so good. All right, now he's going to replay it, and then we get to Luminous Bonds it. Just rip a disperse off the top of his deck. It's so savage. All right, cool. So we are going to Luminous Bonds that John. Put him to 2. And then we're going to Luminous Bonds whatever else he plays, and then kill him. Or if he plays 2 ground pounders. Oh, it's the good boy wand. That's what I was talking about. Okay. You're still dead to this, bud. Alright. Cool. Transmogrifying wand. That's the other wand I was playing in that sealed league. That deck was sweet. Right. 6 and 1. Oh man, Sephiroth. Guy knows what's up. Okay, so we're on the draw. White mana makes this hand great. Our opponent is on 6. This hand is garbage though if we don't draw white mana on our first draw, so we're gonna mulligan it. This hand is reasonable, so we'll keep it. Okay, our opponent is on 6 with a scry to the top. We will keep that guy on top as well. Hello. Play bird. Alright, then we're going to play this guy again because we're going to attack into him, and I would rather trade my 2-1 that's already shocked him for his creature than either one of my other guys. Catalyst Elemental. Alright, let's play the Onaki Ogre. It uses our mana better, and then next turn we can play double 2-drop. I am a little worried about this though, because this means he gets to play a 6-drop this turn if he has one. I guess I'm not super worried, but especially not if he's attacking with it. Probably gonna sacrifice its second main, which is why he attacked. He knew I wasn't gonna block, so it's a free 2 point of damage for him, and then he gets to play his 6-drop. But I'm still not attacking, like... Demanding Dragon, huh? I will decline. I'll take 5. Alright, so we're gonna play dude into dude. And now we just need to wait for a Luminous Bonds or an Overrun, and we should be in really good shape. Bunch of flyers, huh? Probably gonna come in for 5. I would have came in for 5 there. Yeah, no attacks. Like, Heroic Reinforcements, Trumpet Blast, or Make a Stand are all just insane draws for us. If he attacks with this dragon, we push with everything. He should probably be attracting 5, 8, 11. Yeah, I mean, should probably attack with at least 1 Snapping Drake here. No box. Okay, so next week, if he attacks with everything, we get to chump the dragon and then take 6. We're just playing the waiting game here. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. What game was a little unfortunate. Alright, we're 6 and 2. Let's play this last game. Win or lose, this is the end of the draft. Let's hope it's a win. Splitting Oak. It's a cool name. Alright, we're on the play, and this hand is not great. We're gonna mulligan this. It's just not good enough. This hand is great though. Perfect. Yeah, that last hand just didn't really do anything. Like we get to cast a 2/3 on 3, we have removal for one of the dudes that he plays, and then it does nothing. This hand we get to play Daybreak Chaplain into Starcrown Stag into Heroic Reinforcements and probably win. Taking 3 here. Alright, so we're going to attack because I don't think he's going to block. We get to play a Stag. Now, next turn we're going to reinforcements. I mean, it's play dependent. Alright, I think we're going to play out the Pack Beast just to get a little bit more value. No attacks, huh? That's weird. Let's play Bird. Let's play Heroic Reinforcements. I wonder why he didn't attack with a bird there. That's kind of weird. Okay. I think he just takes it. I don't think he has any real good blocks. I don't know that I would have blocked there. Ah, that guy's real good. All right, let's hope he just lets me eat his creature. I would not be blocking with that guy. No chance. That was a wild block. I would just have taken the one. Like, it just doesn't matter. This guy gets out of control. Oh, another one of these guys. All right, I'll sacrifice this dude. Of course. Of course. All right, so I attack with everything. He takes 2. And I eat all of his stuff. Then a 1 creature. That's probably fine. All right, so he takes 2, and then I remove 2 of his creatures. That's a trade I'm willing to make. He has a card he can cast. Sure. Goreclaw? Oh, that's not good. Maybe he'll be one of those guys that's just too afraid to attack. A lot of Magic players that just like to turtle up. Oh, that's kind of ballsy. Okay, so what am I? When he attacks, they get +1/+1. So this is going to be 6. It's going to be 11 damage. So I'll have to jump to something. All right, so I think that gives us the best chance of winning attacking there. Oh no, we're dead. Yeah, we're super dead. +1/+1 and trample. All you have to do is attack with these 3 dudes. Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Unfortunate couple losses there. I feel like our losses were really close. So the deck was really good. 4 Luminous Bonds. The deck was fantastic. I ended up with 6 wins, and we got a pack and 850 gems. So we ended up 100 gems and a free pack. Let's go ahead and open our packs and see what we got. We'll start with the core set one that we just won. We got a Sift, an uncommon wild card, Basilisk, Tormenting Voice, Rabid Vice, Gears Prodigy, and Divination. So nothing really insane. And our rare is Apex of Power, which is a mythic rare. Exile the top 7 cards of your library. Until end of turn, you may cast non-land cards exiled this way. And if it was cast from your hand, add 10 mana of any one color. So it's free, basically. Okay, that's kind of wild. All right. And then let's check out this Ravnica Allegiance pack we just had to hang out. We're going to get another wild card, a bunch of junk I already have. So it's all Progress to the Vault. And a Benthic Biomancer, which is a card that's actually played in mono blue sometimes. And that card is actually pretty solid. It probably has a home somewhere. Vault's at 130% now. And yeah, it's pretty good. So, cool. So we'll try to put up another one of these pretty soon. I know I missed last week, but with the wife being super pregnant, I got a lot going on. So there are going to be weeks that I miss these, but I nonetheless appreciate you guys hanging out and watching these. If you have any picks that you saw that you disagree with or anything you would have done differently, feel free to go ahead and drop a note in the comments, because I always like knowing where I can improve. And as always, hit the like and subscribe button if you can. It honestly helps us a lot. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and we're going to keep doing it as long as I enjoy it. So check us out on social media. We stream every night on Twitch, Magic on the weekends, shooting games during the week, and we are here on YouTube. So we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out.